Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. So you're going to need a size 5mm hook, your scissors, yarning needle, and some stitch markers. And wait for yarn. I am going to be making a size extra small. I will have the different size options in the description so you'll know how many chains and decreases, increases, and rows you will need for the size. To start with a slip knot. I'm going to chain 24, and again this is for extra small. And now we are going to do a half double crochet in the third chain from the hook. And just keep doing your half double crochets all the way down the chain. Into my last chain here, do another half double crochet. And then we're going to chain one and turn our work. Now we're going to continue doing half double crochets all the way back up. So I chained 24 and I'm going to want to make sure I have 22 stitches now. Alright, so that's 22 stitches. I'm going to chain one, and then I'm going to turn my work and keep doing half double crochets. Chain one at the end, turn, half double crochet. I'm going to do this for 13 rows for the size extra small. I've finished up my 13th row and now I'm starting the 14th, and we are going to be doing increases for the next 4 rows. So at the end of row 14, I am going to place 2 half double crochets. So 1, 2, we'll chain 1, and we're going to turn our work. And now at the beginning of row 15, we are also going to do an increase. So place your 2 half double crochets, then finish up this row. We'll be starting our 3rd row of increases at the end, so all our increases are going to be on the same side. So I'm doing my increase in this last stitch, 1 and 2. chain 1, and we are going to do our last increase, so row 4 of increases. We'll do 2 half double crochets at the beginning here, and just half double crochet all the way back down. So I've got my 4 increases, and now I'm going to do just 3 regular rows of half double crochets, so no increasing. That's for the size extra small, and I've finished doing my 3 regular rows. Now we are going to start decreasing. So for extra small, I'm going to decrease for 5 rows, also on the same side that we did our increases. So we'll go into 2 stitches, pull through all 4 loops, and half double crochet all the way down. So this is the end of my second row, and I'm going to do another decrease. So that's yarn over, go through 1, pull through, and then straighten to the next one, pull the yarn through, and then pull through all 4 loops. So that's 2. I'm going to do the decrease for 3 more rows, so I have a total of 5 rows, and I'll meet you back here when I finish that. Just finished my 5th row of decreases, so now I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, and do 1 row just regular half double crochets. No increases, no decreases. Last one. Now we'll chain 1. We're going to turn our work and start making the middle part. So I'm going to do a single crochet and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to place a double crochet in the 3rd chain, or the 3rd stitch from here. So skip 2, go into the 3rd. Then we'll chain 2, place another double crochet, skip 2 stitches, go into the 3rd stitch, chain 2, I'm going to keep doing that all the way down. So down at the bottom here I have 2 stitches left, so I'm just going to chain 1, skip this stitch, and go do a half double or a double crochet in this last stitch here. And now we are going to chain 1, turn our work, and we are going to place a half double crochet in the top of this double crochet below. We're going to place just 1 half double crochet in this space to match up with the one skipped here, then 1 in this double crochet. Now we'll place 2 half double crochets into this chain 2 space, into this double crochet, 2 more in this chain 2 space, half double crochets, and we'll do this all the way up. So I'm coming to my chain 4 and single crochet at the top here. I'm going to do 2 half double crochets, and then I'm going to place a half double crochet in the first chain up above the single crochet. And we'll chain 1, so that counts as our regular row that we did right after our decreases. So now we're going to mirror back. So I did 5 rows of decreases here, so I'm going to do 5 rows of increases. Exactly the same as the increases we did here, only on the one side. Make sure you're doing the same for your proper size. So I've chained 1, flipped my work. I'm going to place 2 half double crochets in here. And just half double crochet all the way down. This is my second row of increases. Now I'm starting my third row of increases. I've just finished my last row of increases, so now I'm going to do just 3 regular rows of half double crochet, same as I did on this side. After I finish my 3 regular rows, we're gonna do 4 decrease rows, so same as we did on this side. And then after our 4 decrease rows, I am going to do my 13 just regular rows, same as this side, and then I will meet you back here when I've finished. So I just finished my last row of this top. I'm going to chain 1 and start working along the bottom. So I've chained 1, I'm going to place a single crochet in each of these stitches or spaces below. When we get to these spaces here, we're going to place a single crochet in there. I'm going to place 2 in here, this space, and then another one right next to it in that space. And then we'll just keep going down with single crochets to the end of this bottom. Into my last stitch here. Now we're going to turn our work and not chain 1. So we're just going to flip our work and do single crochets all the way back. And just a single crochet into our last stitch. Now we are going to start on the ruffles. So we're going to turn our work. We're going to single crochet into this first stitch, chain 2, place a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So we should have three double crochets, and now we're going to do 2 double crochets into each stitch, so that will create the ruffle part. First 3, just 1 in each, and every other one we are going to do 2. So now getting to my last 3 stitches, I'm just going to place 1 double crochet into each. Now we are going to turn our work, and we're just going to be placing 1 double crochet in each stitch all across, because this has created our ruffles. So to start, for the first double crochet, I like to just do a single crochet and chain 2. So when I get to the end of the row, and this one's the single crochet and chain 2, I just attach it to this first chain after the single crochet. So that counts as our first double crochet on this side. Now into the next stitch, double crochet and the next one, and just keep doing that all the way down. And you can do this for as many rows as you want for length. For this one, I think I'm gonna do 6 or 8, depending on how much yarn I have. Once I get to the 6th row, I'll see if I do 8. But you can make it longer, or you can just keep it short. So I will meet you back here when I get to my 6th row of these double crochets. Now I'm going to chain 1, and we are going to start working on the edging and the straps. So I'm just going to go right into this top of this double crochet here, and then just place single crochets in each of these stitches or spaces. And all the way up the side here. I'm getting to the corner here. I'm going to place 3 single crochets in this last stitch. So that would be our half double crochet. 1, 2, 3. That's my corner. It's turned me around to work up here. So if you want, you can take out a stitch marker for where you want to put your straps. I usually put it in the middle of where we had just our regular rows. So I did 3. I'm gonna want to put it in the top of, I'll put it in this one. And I'm gonna want to make sure that I have it the same in the other side. Sometimes I just count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go into the next space and just continue single crocheting all the way along this side until we get to our stitch marker. So I'm just at my stitch marker now. I'm going to take that out of the way. I'm going to place a single crochet and then I'm going to chain 80. Now, usually I slip stitch back down this chain, but for this top I want a bit of a thicker strap, so I'm going to just single crochet all the way back down. Placing my last single crochet in this chain, and then I'm going to place another single crochet in the bottom of the strap here where we placed our first one, and then just continue to single crochet all the way down the side. And place 2 single crochets in this space here. And then we're going to keep placing single crochets until we get to the back up to the second stitch marker here where we're going to place our next strap, and then we're going to do it exactly the same as this one. So chain 80 and single crochet all the way back down, or slip stitch if you want a thinner strap. Just finishing up my second strap. So again, single crochet in the last chain and place another single crochet back into this first one. And now we're going to continue to single crochet till we get to our next corner. Going into my corner stitch here, this side's going to be the chain from where we started the top. So going right into the first one there, we're going to do 3 single crochets and then just single crochet all the way back down. So for our starter string, you can just carry it underneath and place single crochets all over top of it along the way down, or you can choose to weave it in at the very end. Back at my double crochets here. coming up to the end here where we have our first double crochet or the single crochet chain 2. So we'll go into that joining stitch, and now we are going to place another single crochet into this other one up here. And then I am going to leave enough yarn to weave in. I'm going to go into this stitch right here, so following it through both of them, and then we're going to go back into the top of this one where it just came out of and kind of just push it through the side there. And that gives us a seamless edging finish there, so you can't tell where we started or finished. Now I'm just going to flip it over and weave the rest of this in. It's good to go back and forth in a couple directions. It just gives it a better chance of not unraveling. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm going to cut this off now. And I'm going to cut this one off that I just yarned over. So we'll tie these, and now we're going to work on our back straps. Do it up corset style. So we'll flip it wrong side up. So this is backwards right now. And just fold it like this. And we're just gonna make a chain to go all the way down. I like to stop mine right here where this ruffle starts, but you can make a chain that goes completely down all the way. So we'll start with our slip knot. You're gonna want to leave a long enough end because we're gonna tie it in a knot afterwards. I don't really count these ones, I just try to make sure it's long enough to go through and lace it up. I measure as I go. So just pull through that end, pull tight. Now we are going to lace this up. Going in the top here, so under and over. So there's one. And now we're going to do our other side. Pull this one through. gonna go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to pull this one through the opposite way, so it's coming from underneath, so I'm going to pull it up from underneath. We'll just do the same on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, underneath as well. Now, this one is over top, so we're going to be pulling it through the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one through the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all laced up like a corset. Now for these ends here, we're just going to fold them over and tie a knot. Pull it tight. And then I'm going to cut off the end here. And we'll do the same for this side. And then just tie it up in the back here like normal. And that is the finished top. So I hope you all like this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you're new here. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions or what you would like to see next. Feel free to tag me in your posts from what you've learned from this tutorial. I'd love to see what colors and how yours turned out. So I'm Taylor's Crochet Co. on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, of course. Look forward to seeing it.